What's going on? What's going on? What's going down? Ah, change my shirt real quick. I ain't like how that one was looking. What's going on? What's going down, y'all? I know it's super late. Everybody sleep, but y'all know how I get down. I really don't sleep that much. I should be sleeping a lot more, but I don't sleep that much, you guys. Always up and on the move. But I decided to hop on and nerd out before bedtime, man. I wanted to nerd out a little bit with y'all before I go to sleep. So, man, y'all hop in the comment sections, holler at me real quick. I'm waiting for people to get in here before I start discussing the Game of Thrones lore and who was the best fighter, etc. Some of y'all have not seen Game of Thrones on my channel, and if you haven't, we gonna change that immediately. If you haven't seen Game of Thrones, I'm gonna personally I can start a watch party with y'all. I could do a review of every episode, a weekly review with y'all if necessary. But if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, you missing out on life. Mars, what's up, bro? My son a little sick. I'm listening out for him because he coughing. Got a bad little cough right now. But yeah, man, I ain't on nothing, man. I want to get on here and nerd out with y'all for a quick little second. You know what I mean? Want to holler at y'all about some Game of Thrones real quick. Talk about it. If you've seen it, Mars, I think you haven't seen Game of Thrones yet. I don't think you saw it before. What's going on, y'all? What's up? I'm trying to wait for the stream to get a few more people on before I start talking about who is the best fighter in Game of Thrones history and lore and in the series. Now, I got this topic. I made a regular video about it too. But I wanted to go live and see if I can get more engagement on this topic because a lot of people love Game of Thrones, the series. They love that show. That show is still, I promise y'all, people right now are reacting to Game of Thrones to start their channel. First time viewers of the show, because they've heard that show really could you can build a great following around reacting to Game of Thrones. Reacting to this show will put your channel on the map. If you ain't never watched it before, it's your first time viewing, if you react to Game of Thrones, your channel gonna do numbers. Especially if you're really attentive. Yeah, I appreciate you with the well wishes on my son, man. Yeah, we gonna get him better, man. We keep giving him medicine. You know what I mean? Giving him trying to just keep giving him medicine and all of that, giving him some orange juice to drink, stuff like that. Got a bad cold, so you know how that go with kids, man. I was sick and I passed it to him, I believe. That's the worst thing about it. I ain't never want to get him sick, but sometimes that's how it go, unfortunately. But yeah, man. So anyway, man, what's going on, y'all? Y'all talk to me. What's up? I want to wait for a few more people to get on before I start talking. Hey, matter of fact, respond to me. Have y'all seen Game of Thrones? Anybody in here that's watching the live chat? Have y'all seen the show? Let me know if you've seen the show Game of Thrones or not. If you've seen it. Because if not, I was just like y'all. Like a year ago, I had never seen the show. Now it's probably one of my favorite shows in life. Mars, you got HBO Max? HBO Max subscription? If any of y'all got an HBO Max subscription, please Just check out one episode of the show. One episode. If y'all got questions, we can come back on here. We can talk about whatever you got questions or what you confused about. Watch one episode of the show. And then the first episode. If you can watch the first episode of the show, we can come on, we can talk about it. If you haven't watched it. But anyway, man, yeah, have any of y'all, anybody else, have y'all seen Game of Thrones? Man, I'm finna get my haircut this week, dude. This week too. I'm looking crazy out here. Hair all growing out the side of my face, all up from under the hat. But we gonna get cleaned up. We gonna get cleaned up, man. Watch first 5 at least. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, you gotta watch the first 5 episodes. I'm trying to be light. Bro, and let them, like, you know what I mean, just say first. I feel like after you watch that first episode, like me, Daniel, first episode, after I saw how that first episode ended, I had to keep watching, bro. It was no way I couldn't. I had to see what happened next. After the way the first episode it ends on such a cliffhanger, a crazy cliffhanger. You were like, bro, I gotta see what happened next. This ain't never had this episode ended. Cause it was just so crazy. Yeah, that tower scene is wild. Like, the way that is crazy. Who that on your show? Errol Spence. Errol the Truth Spence Jr. That's EJ, man. Yeah, man. Errol, one of my favorite boxers, man. Even despite the loss, the beating he took from Terrence Crawford, that's my boy. There's a show about kingdoms fighting each other. You can say so. It's more about, okay, yeah, it's a king and queen in the show. And this king and queen have conflicts with other families, right? You got families trying to protect the king, families that don't like the king, families that don't like the queen, families don't like the king and queen. It's all that type of stuff, right? But it's centered around that, man. He will get Bud at 154. And I don't know, man. EJ my dog, man, but I don't know, man. Bud showed a different level of skill and speed that I don't know. And I'm Errol my boy. I don't know if Errol can contend with. You know what I mean? But yeah, so he said Barristan, Rob, Oberyn, top 3 fighters in your opinion. Okay. So we only saw the flashback of we only saw the flashback of Sir Arthur Dayne, right? Well, he was getting busy with all the Baratheon and Stark men by himself, going crazy. So I got to put Sir Barristan Selmy in there. All these families from different kingdoms, yes. From different, so it's all under one kingdom, but they are different, how can I say it? It's like different provinces in this kingdom. You have people in the north. You have people in the south. You have certain places in the south or the north that people come from. You know what I mean? So it's all under the 7 kingdoms. They're all 7, yeah. So yeah, 7 kingdoms, yes. Different kingdoms. They all under the rulership of one family, one man, but yes, different kingdoms. And in the show, you're going to see how these different kingdoms interact with each other. Like how these different places, different places, people from different kingdoms interact with each other, what issues they have with each other, why these issues arrive, the secrets they trying to hold and withhold from each other, all of that. So Game of Thrones is kind of similar to the Fire Emblem series from Nintendo. I never heard of the Fire Emblem series. Okay, I never heard of that. Are we judging? It's a drama. It's a drama for sure. But people die all the time in Game of Thrones. All the time. Are we judging characters in the prime or doing a show? I would say during the show, but Sir Arthur Dayne, we only saw him as a young dude, because they got him out of the way in there. In the spoiler alert, Sir Arthur Dayne, everybody know he passes away though, because he's really not there in the live in the actual years all this stuff is going on, Game of Thrones kind of like Spartacus. Yes, it's kind of like Spartacus. Spartacus was fire, fire. Spartacus was fire. Now I'm a nerd too, man. I never saw the Fire Emblem series. Yeah, Prime Robert Baratheon, man, with that dang on. He had a hammer. He took a hammer to war, fam. A hammer, dog. Took a hammer to war. Errol is my guy too. Himself. Yeah, Errol seemed off. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what it was, but I didn't make no excuses for him because you know people don't like when you do that. But EJ, my dog, I'm still rolling with EJ, man. That's my boy. That's my boy, man. I hope he whoop on Sebastian Fundora. But yeah, Prime Robert Baratheon, he never lost. So okay, top fighters for me would have to be it would have to be, I'm gonna go with Sir Arthur Dayne. I'm gonna have to go with Barristan Selmy. I'm gonna have to go with Jon Snow. It never looked pretty when Jon won though. None of his battles looked pretty. It never looked clean. The cleanest thing he ever did was after he became, after he became what he's supposed to become, right? In season 5, you know what I'm talking. I don't want to get a show away. In season 5, he gains a high leadership position, right? And he beheads someone. That was the coldest. Like that's one of. I mean, of course, the Battle of the Bastards. You know what I mean? Season 6, episode 9. But that beheading was so fire. Jon looked like a boss when he did it too. I was like, man, that's my dog. For real, for real. I think Arya beats Jon. Hold on 1 second. I think Arya beats Jon. She did. She was smoking. She was giving Brienne off. Brienne ain't want no problems. Want zero problems, big fella. Yeah, Arya, I forgot about that scene. I forgot about Brienne fighting Arya, giving Arya the work. I mean, Arya was giving her that work. So yeah, then I gotta give, man, Brienne Tarth. Now Brienne was a dog. The way Brienne was fighting, when Brienne was whooping on the Hound, that's when I knew she was something different. Whooping on the Hound like that, like listen, whooping on the Hound, how she was doing. I saw now you got to check it out, Mars. You will love it. You will love it. I'm telling you right now, you will love that show, bro. I'm not even like a fan of like Lord of the Rings or none of that. When I started watching this show, I get hooked immediately. Again, the characters, the makings of a good show for me is how the writers make you feel about characters. You feel connected to these characters. Like you feel like you start feeling like them your cousins. Like them your cousins, them your brothers. And when something happened to them, you be hurt. You be distraught if something happened to them. I think Jamie before that hand I ain't gonna lie now. When him and Ned was clashing for a second, I was scared for Lord Eddard Stark for a second. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was scared for Lord Eddard Stark, especially with how Jamie did Jory. I'm like, yeah, man, Jamie's something different. He a different type of beast. He a different animal, dog. Yeah, I'm my bad, man. My bad. Man, my dad keep on texting me little links and stuff to get stuff. But anyway, Jamie said he only feared Selmy, Arthur Dayne, and one other guy. I forgot who he said. But look, Mars, you would love it. You would love it, bro. You would love that show for real. You would love it. Yeah, so now look. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Ser Jorah, which family is the strongest? Well, ain't nobody really the strongest. Some people have stronger ties, stronger relationships. Some families are richer. Some families are more better thinkers, better conniving, more, they're better. Yeah, now, okay, Lannister, yes. And now the Lannisters are more cunning. They have they have stronger ties, I would say, than any family in the series. Yeah, they got the most power. The Lannister family has the most power for sure. They got the most. They got the biggest clout amongst all the families, and they well respected. They're well respected. Right now, but Daniel, right now she's strong, but she's few in number. She's few in number. I would say them Lannisters, with all of they, with the father, the children, and the connections they got to everybody. Like they so wealthy, they can get people to switch sides just because they got a big bag. Just because they got a big bag, they can get people to switch sides. Your Game of Thrones, they got the best villains on TV. Like the best villains on TV. Like you hate them so much, you might want to hate them in real life. You got to stop hating them in real life. Do they have mystical creatures? Oh, Mars. But they do, brother. But they do. They do have mystical creatures. They do. They do, brother. I'm like Braxton from Jamie Foxx. Aha. Aha. Broham. Aha. They do. Bra- Braxton, yes. But yeah, bro, like they had mystical creatures on there. There's all type of stuff that I didn't foresee seeing in the happening, or the show. I didn't foresee the show having these elements in it. But it's a lot of elements, like the history and lore behind the show. Like they got whole YouTube videos breaking down the families in the show, like breaking down the family tree, like the family tree from beyond where the show starts. They got a breakdown on the family tree, like later on. What do you think of the later seasons? I'm gonna be for real. Maybe because I didn't watch it real time with y'all, Daniel. I really like the later seasons for real. Outside of like, I would say, outside of my son, I call him. Outside of like season 8 for real, like that. I really like I like the latter seasons for the most part, right? Season 6, my favorite season. Yeah, Night King. Yeah, all right. Yeah, the build up for that was just, yeah. For what? That battle was terrible. All that build up they had going on for all them seasons. Now I ain't fool with that. I did not fool with that part. But I liked season 7 though. That season 6 finale, wild. Like I'm talking about, I was in the house standing up clapping on the season on that season 6 finale. Cause I just couldn't believe all the bombs that was dropping, all the stuff we wanted to hear about or find out was finding out. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. Cersei a nice looking woman. She is. Now she got some whole other problems she got going on that I won't discuss on the live. You know what I mean? But say Cersei a nice looking woman though. Now look, that's what she wants. She gonna do that now. She gonna lay on a sword for them kids now. She gonna lay on a sword for them kids. That ain't no, that's without question. Cersei, yeah, you gotta check it out. You gotta check it out, man. Cersei, Daenerys. You got I know you heard the name Jon Snow before. That's a guy though, of course. It's a guy. I'm not talking about who look good. I'm just talking about I know, man. I know. The writing on the show is excellent. That's what got me hooked to the show, bro. The writing on the show. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Cause my son. Hold on. He trying to get my hand. Who do you think top smartest character? Smartest? To me, for the longest of time, you know, they kind of dumbed him down as the season went on, but Tyrion was like the smartest dude on me. Tyrion, and I would say Tywin, Tyrion. Them Lannisters, man. Tywin and Tyrion. The way they was able to kind of outsmart and outwit people, it was crazy. The way, yeah, Varys, yep, Varys. Look, yeah, little. I gotta give it to little. I hated him, but he's very, very smart. He knew how to play the game to a T to get everything he wanted. He had a plan. Oh, Lady Olenna. No, yeah. Lady Olenna. Who you talking about? Lady Olenna. Super smart. They always had like this is why I liked it. The cunning. The cunning at how cunning inside these families were. They had a plan. Like Littlefinger had a plan to get everything he wanted. He knew how to connect this puzzle piece to that puzzle piece. He knew how to connect one puzzle piece over here to get to a puzzle piece way across the board. And he knew how to go back and cover his tracks. He knew how to do all of that, man. My favorite parts were Sprucely. Stop it, boy. Seeing them scheme was better than the fight. Yeah, it was. It was like, nah, I ain't gonna lie now. That battle with the Bastards fight, now that was crack. That was crazy, bro. I love that. I love that. And I love John. I love the damn, hold on. I like the Night's Watch versus the Wildlings. Season 4, episode 9. I like that battle. Oh yeah, Battle with the Blackwater, the first battle of King's Landing. Yeah, like them battles was crazy. Like man, you naming all the epic. Yeah, them was epic. I'm gonna tell you this right now though. What I just watched that's one of my favorite episodes. Season 4, episode 9. One of my favorite episodes, Daniel. The way they fought, it was only like 100 something of them versus thousands and thousands of the Wildlands. Yeah, Ali. Ali was wild. But you know, Ali had to do that though because you know them people killed his family. So you know, I get why he was upset and why he had to do that. You know what I mean? I never seen the show, but I heard many people listen. I'm telling you, Mars, you talk about it. I'm trying to develop a community. I don't think I have a community of people on my channel who are into the show, but I'm trying to develop a community of people. So, cause like I'm trying to put everybody onto Game of Thrones. I'm on Facebook getting people to watch it for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Talking with people, you know, in their comments or their statuses, trying to get them like, yo, you got to check it out. You got to check it out. I look, my boy Daniel, he got a website for you to check it out. So you ain't got to pay the subscription. Game of Thrones up there with Breaking Bad, Sopranos, The Wire. I swear, listen, I never watched Breaking Bad. I only watched some seasons. I watched some seasons of The Sopranos and The Wire. Them top tier shows though. Top tier shows. Game of Thrones, probably one of the great, probably some of the greatest TV I ever watched. I wish I watched it with y'all live. Yeah, I never watched Breaking Bad. I gotta watch Breaking Bad. I never watched it. That's Bryan Cranston, right? Hey, stop doing that. Thank you. What's up, man? Game of Thrones production better than. Yeah, man. Look, I've only heard good things about Breaking Bad though, so I'm gonna check it out, man. And I like Bryan Cranston. And stop. I think season 1 through 4, amazing. You ain't like season 5 like that? You ain't like season. You must ain't like season 5 like that. Yeah, it was slow at time. Now it gave me some of my favorite moments for John in season 5. I mean, yeah, I'm with you though, Daniel. I ain't that how that I ain't like that her and Bravo's like that. I didn't like that whole faceless man. Not until she started utilizing the abilities. When she starts utilizing the abilities, I'm with it. But I don't like the whole arc of her being all of that. I ain't really like all that. I ain't yeah, her and Bravos in that house, I ain't man. When did you first get into Game of Thrones? To be honest, I didn't get into it at first. I thought it was one of the white people. Man. No, season 6 was Hodor reveal. Season 6, episode 5, The Door. I remember the name of the episode, my boy. So I first got into Game of Thrones last year, bro. Last year, my boy Melvin had been telling me to watch it for the longest of time. Now you know, I was into Harry Potter heavily. Loved Harry Potter, but I never got into what's up, Game of Thrones. I never got into Game of Thrones. He told me, hey, look, check it out, Malcolm. He like, bro, I'm not lying to you. One of the best shows ever. So I say, all right, bro, I'm gonna give it a shot. I sit down. I got HBO Max. I sit down one day. I remember it's like 3 in the afternoon. I watched that first episode, was floored, bro. I say, fam, ain't no way. Bro, it's a white cast, but I'm telling you, you're not gonna care, bro. You're not gonna care. Like, this is a show where you just feel like you in it. You in it so much, bro. Like I feel people when they started getting Game of Thrones like apparel and stuff. Is that real? Look, Daniel, I wanted to get me a House Stark t-shirt, a hoodie or something. Yeah, I was into Harry Potter, bro. I was into Harry Potter. I ain't gonna lie. I had to when the book fair came to your school, the Scholastic Book Fair. I don't know if y'all remember the Scholastic Book Fair. They would come to your elementary school and set up shop in your auditorium or wherever you was, right? They would set up on the stage, an auditorium in where I went to school. I would have my mama would write me a check to get not Game of Thrones, get the Harry Potter books. I'm talking about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prison of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And then you get to miss some class to go look at the books. So that was my thing. I was reading Harry Potter. I was reading the books while the movies were coming out. You know what I'm saying? So, and them books was long too, like 300 something pages, 400 pages. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but Game of Thrones, bro, I'm not lying to you. It's going to change. I tell everybody. People, I've seen people start the series 3 weeks ago, and they already done because it's that good. You want to keep watching. You get that hooked into the show. I wish I would have, like, was made like commentary. I was like going through the episodes. You know what I mean? Game of Thrones is better than the Marvel. I'm being for real with you that I can get into Game of Thrones way better than the Marvel movies. Only some Marvel movies I can get into. Only some. I got into Black Panther because them black folks. And the mystique of a black man living, being in Africa, being a king, and also being a superhero, and being wealthy and being smart, that hooked me in, right? I've always been a fan of like X-Men. I always liked Wolverine was my favorite guy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Robert Downey Jr. needs to replace Chadwick Boseman. Stop playing. Robert Downey Jr. is not. This is not Tropic Thunder. The old Star Wars series was great. If I'm Martin Luther King, that's what's up. He was a fly guy, man. I never got into Star Wars, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what it was. I could just never get into it, man. I never get into it. And I used to have all the what's Darth Maul? What's the dude? What's the one with the red makeup on his face? What was his name? Doom better than Star Wars. I never seen Doom, bro. Darth Maul, right? I had all them little. My mama and them would buy me them toys and all of that. I don't know who Jesse is, man. My little sister used to watch this show, be like, "Hey, Jesse, hey, Jesse." When my little sister was little, she used to watch that show all the time. No, Game of Thrones ended, bro. I think the show ended in 2019, 2018, 2019. But they have another show called House of Dragon, which is it predates the events of Game of Thrones by like 180, 200 years. It's a prequel to Game of Thrones, but it's a prequel, like it shows the events 180 to 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones take place. House of Dragon is like during 200 years or 180 years before Game of Thrones. So yeah, watch the Cosby Show. Man, what? Cosby Show was gospel in my household. That was for real. Cosby Show was for what? That was a staple for me. What shows would you say are better than Game of Thrones? Better? Um, I can't. I love The Wire. I can't say it's better than Game of Thrones though. I was a big Walking Dead fan, at least before. Um, um, at least before Glenn and them. What happened to Glenn and them? I was hooked on Walking Dead, and then it started going downhill. When that, when Carl got off the show and all that, I was through. I was through, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Walking Dead was excellent for like the first 6, 7 seasons. Like that was my show, and then it just started going down and down. But I love the early seasons of The Walking Dead. Phenomenal. Trying to think other shows that I really really like. Now I'm a Power fanatic. Like I love Power. You know what I'm saying? Like Mario Hardwick and all of them. That original series. I loved Power. Um, Trying to think, but I can't say that was better than Game of Thrones. I'm trying to think what show did I feel was better than Game of Thrones. That's a great question. Um, King of the Hill is better. King of the Hill. That was a cool show, man. The Boondocks better than King of the Hill though. Boondocks better than King of the Hill. But I'm gonna say this on Game of Thrones. I remember watching what's my dude name? Khal Drogo. Khal Drogo was gonna be a dog. He was gonna be a dog, and I can't give spoilers away on the show, man. Khal Drogo was gonna be a dog to what happened to him, man. Hank Hill. Yeah, Hank Hill. But my show was, but the Boondocks was everything for me, bro. When I saw the Boondocks, that's when I really was like, hey, no, this is premier television for real. But no, yeah, bro, like the Game of Thrones, fam, the battles. As the show got more popular, you can see the budget increase on the show. So you see like certain scenes and certain, you know what I mean? Certain like fight scenes improve. Just all of it, bro. You gotta, man, like check it out, man. Like I said, I'm gonna get a community of first time Game of Thrones watchers on this channel, and we gonna review the episodes. Remember the kid? Remember the first 2 seasons of Killer Kung Fu Wolf? Yeah, I definitely remember that. Luna. Luna was her name. So yeah, though, man. Look, I'm gonna get everybody, all the first time Game of Thrones watchers. I'm gonna get them on the channel and I'm gonna tell y'all to watch the episode. We can talk about them as they go on, cause like when you rewatch the show, you catch stuff that you didn't see the first time. You start seeing certain things because you didn't know what was going on. You start actually seeing certain stuff take place before your eyes that you had no clue what's happening during your first viewing of the show. Um, yeah, man, I recommend everybody check out Game of Thrones, man. For real. Yeah, Ned Stark was my dog, man. That's my boy. Ned Stark, my boy. Who you say they cut? Who? Mars, who you talking about? Oh, he talking about y'all in here talking about some whole other stuff, man. But nah, yeah, Ned Stark, that's my dog. For real. The most honorable man in Westeros. Most honorable man in Westeros. And I think they make it. Then they making a second season of The Last of Us. Speaking of Joel, The Last of Us. That's one of my favorite video games of all time, bro. One of my favorite games of all time, The Last of Us. No, man, I can't comment on that, man. I can't, not gonna be able to do it. The Last of Us was fire, bro. Like, I remember playing a video game. I remember playing a video game and all, like I told y'all, I stopped playing video games for years. I put the video game down when I was like 13. I'm 31. 31, fam. I put the video game down at 13. I picked it up back up when I was 22 in grad school. Laker fan. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I'm a LeBron fan, bro. I'm a LeBron fan. So I'll root for the Lakers because Bron over there. Being real with you. Wasn't one of the characters on Last of Us was gay? Yeah. Yup, the girl, Ellie. Wasn't one of the. Man, my son is in here watching The Jungle Book. And I always like the scene on the Jungle Book when Bagheera is taking Mowgli to go to the man village. Just the live action version of the Jungle Book, right? Um, and so when Bagheera is trying to take Mowgli to the man village, bro, Shere Khan come out of nowhere, and Mowgli is running from Shere Khan, and Shere Khan is gaining ground. Like this mug is, boy, I thought Mowgli was done for in this movie, and I know I read the Jungle Book. You know what I mean? I watched the cartoon version. In the movie, the live action version, Mowgli looked like he done for. So I knew it. I'm 31 too, bro. And bro, I swear, man. Yeah, Braun, my guy, man. You right. If Braun would have went, Braun could have went to the dang Orlando Magic. You was gonna see me rooting for the Magic, bro. That's what it was with me, man. You gonna see me rooting for the Magic. Games like Resident Evil paid away. That's a fact. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. Can't lay down that way, like that. My bad, y'all. I had to take care of my son, man. So, nah, bro. I had to I had Resident Evil 2 on PlayStation 1. You know they remastered it and brought it out on PlayStation 4 later. When you could pick between Claire Redfield and Leon. What was Leon last name? Leon Kennedy. Bruh. Resident Evil 2 was one of the coldest games I ever played in my life. That joint fire. So I remember when they remastered the game, I bought it immediately. Me and my sister, my older sister, we used to play video games together. Me and my sister Nay was up all night playing Resident Evil 2, the remastered version. Cause we used to play the one on PlayStation 1 with the lights off in the house at night, cause you know it's a scary game. So yeah, do you think Brian loved that man loved all his children equally? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Resident Evil 2 was crazy. It's a scene on Resident Evil 2 where you pick up something and the dang on the liquor, what's the look? You know the liquor little zombie looking thing, break through the glass when you in like an interrogation room in the police department, and when you open the drawer and take something out, the the thing break through the glass out of nowhere. I promise you, anybody play that game know what I'm talking about. This is a crazy scene. It's like I was jumped up playing it. This Braun like Bronny are doing. What are y'all on in here, man? Yeah, video games getting crazy. They getting way more realistic, for real, for real. Way more. But yeah, man. Did he give you that website, Mars? Did he give you the website to go check it out? Check out Game of Thrones? Oh man. Dang man, I gotta get the website from bro, so you can get that website, man, so you can check it out. I'm gonna get the website from him. Halo, man. My uncle used to play Halo heavy. I never was an Xbox owner though, so I never was playing Xbox on my own leisure time. When I'll go to my uncle's house, I'll play Halo with him. Brianna, listen, Brianna Tarf, bro. I lit. I had Brienne not at the very top, but I had her at the top of my not at she wasn't number one. Brienne gotta be like top 3, 4 though. The way I seen her whoop on the hound like that, the way she was fighting, she was cold. Brienne was getting busy. Always. And she whooped on Loris. Whooped on Loris first to be in the King's Guard for Renly. Then when her and Pod was whooping on y'all know when Sansa and them escaped and Podrick and Brienne came to save them from the Bolton men, and Brienne was coming through them. She was coming through there with the street sweeper in her hand. She had her sword was a street sweeper coming through, laying everybody down. She wasn't playing no games. Hey y'all, it's a YouTube channel called Everyday Negroes, and they review Game of Thrones. Their reviews on the show, I mean, they react to the show. I'm sorry, they react. Their reactions to the show is so fire. It's so epic. Y'all got to check them out. Pans all over him, and he was down to the best fighter. Yeah, he was in a survival mode. Listen, she came through there. Brienne had this. Brienne came through there whooping on all the Bolton and her and Pod was getting bitch. She taught Podrick how to fight too. Podrick was on horseback, riding through that mud. Now look, Val. Now what would you rank Jon Snow? What would you rank him at as a fighter? What would you rank Lord Snow? I gotta see where you put Jon at, man. Top 10, yeah. Now Jon was a dog, but his battles was never really pretty. That's what I always say. He never had no pretty. He was almost dying in all of his battles. It was never pretty, ever. But he always found a way to get the job done. It was never pretty. No, I'm not. Hold on now. I'm gonna say this, Val. When the Wildlings attacked the wall, he was fighting Wildlings who had no training. Now that's true. That's true. You right. That's true. I forget they didn't have no training. They were just wild dudes. You right. When the Wildlings attacked the wall, he was going crazy though. And the Battle of the Bastards, Jon had God on his side. Jon had God on his side for real. I said this brother's anointed. Cause how is he out here surviving all of this? That's one of my favorite. That's my favorite battle in the show, bro. Battle with the Bastards. Now some would say they like the battle with the Blackwater Bay. Was it season 2, episode 9 when they attacked King's Landing? Now in that fight, Stannis came through there like I'm talking about what? Stannis came God and Littlefinger. He did right, Littlefinger too, for sure. For sure. Stannis came through there at the battle with the Blackwater. He came up the stairs, up the ladder, smoking, whooping dudes. Up the ladder. Putting a sword through everybody. I'm like, bro. At first, I'm like, bro, is Stannis finna win this battle? I'm like, is Stannis in here really finna get this done? The way he was mopping through them. Best character was he talking about Oberyn Martell, Pedro Pascal's character. Pedro Pascal from who played Joel in The Last of Us. He was in Game of Thrones. Oberyn was a dope fighter, boy. He was dope. Oberyn was out there breakdancing while he was fighting. He was out there fighting like, what's the dude named DJ? DJ from, what was dude name? What DJ was from? Tekken? DJ from Tekken. Was that his name? The black dude on Tekken. That was his name, DJ, wasn't it? Wasn't that his name? Yeah, they all died horrible. Dude, right? All of them, their whole lineage got destroyed in the worst fashion, bro. Right, DJ is Street Fighter. You're right, Street Fighter. Eddie is Tekken. You're right. DJ is Street Fighter. Cause I got Street Fighter 6. I'm tripping. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like DJ was the Jamaican dude on Street Fighter. Eddie was Tekken. That's how Oberyn was out there fighting, like Eddie. Yeah, the whole Martell family, the way they died was crazy. But I'm trying to think who else I had. I had a lot of people on the list. Eddie from Bruce Irwin and Eddie from Tekken, and DJ is from DJ from Street Fighter. Hey, look now, Val. Ser Jorah now. Ser Jorah was about 60 years old. So Ser Jorah was about 60 years old in the fighting pits in Essos, going crazy to get Daenerys back. To getting back in Daenerys' good graces, boy. Ser Jorah wasn't no joke. He's in right now. Captain Friend, yeah, friend zone. You try to put me in a friend zone. He said, whatever I be in the friend zone. Scoring like the end zone. Huh? It's a two-door, black on black. But tell that chick tell that chick that I'm from New York. She like the accent. That's what's my man name? A Boogie. He try to put me in a friend zone. A Boogie. But yeah, man, Ser Jorah was Captain Friendzone, man. Jorah could have had him a nice woman, man. Jorah could have had him a nice woman. Daenerys up in there. Yeah, it's a dude in there named Ser Jorah, man. Okay, come on, man. You wanna sit up here? You are like Drake. Said I'm like Drake. I don't know, Drake can sing better than me. Yeah, I know. Hold on, y'all. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we put on both of us, man. Come on, man. You gotta put that on you too. Yeah, man, my son, he a little sleepy now, man. He about to go to sleep. He trying to go to sleep for real. Another question: do Game of Thrones have mystical weapons? Now they say some of the steel is forged with like sorcery, but it ain't like the weapons don't have nothing shooting out of it or nothing crazy, like no lasers or nothing like that out the weapons. But they say that there's some of the steel has sorcery within it, which is why they're able to fight certain mystical creatures with the swords. Top 5: Brienne, the Mountain, the Hound, Arya, Tyrion's bodyguard, Bronn. Hey, so look, now we only saw Sir Barristan in one clip, but they said Sir Barristan was the Valyrian steel, yeah. The Valyrian steel they say is forged with sorcery. Now, What's what I'm about to say? Sir Barristan Selmy. We only seen him in one battle, but the legend behind his name held so much weight. It was like Sir Barristan was one of the best swordsmen that ever lived, and Sir Arthur Dane, who Ned and them was fighting in the flashback. Sir Arthur Dane was fighting like 4 men at one time by himself. He was getting busy too, and he was taking dudes out while he fighting them. Crazy. But Braun, yeah, Braun was dope. Look, it's exciting, bro. I promise you, it's exciting. They had I remember it was one scene. The stuff that they do on the show is crazy. Like, it's crazy. Now you got wolves in the show. You got dragons in the show. Yeah, we go by that standard. We got to put Robert in there. Robert Baratheon in his day. You right. Robert went to the battle with a hammer, a war hammer. He ain't had no sword. He had that hammer that what my man name on there? What's my man on Mortal Kombat name? Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn had that hammer. He had a hammer like Shao Kahn had in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Robert Baratheon. Yep. The war hammer. That's what Robert Baratheon had, the war hammer on. No, Val, we got to put. You ain't putting Grey Worm up in there. You putting Grey Worm in the you putting Grey Worm in your top 5, or you just putting him in top 10? Grey Worm was a dog now. He said he ain't putting Grey Worm over there. Grey Worm was the name of one of the characters in Game of Thrones. That was his name, Grey Worm. Val said he ain't having it. It ain't happening on his watch. He said that he did the Ayanla Von Zahn. Not on my watch. He was tough, but nah, I couldn't see him faring like people like the Mountain. Yeah. Yeah, Mountain was a big dude, bro. Big dude. Humongous dude. If you could be a star, if you could star in the Game of Thrones, what would your name be? They got to give me a black name. My name got to be Sir Jerome Jenkins or something. House Jenkins. Oh, man. Y'all know them black last name. Black last name be Jenkins Jackson. One of them. I ain't messing around either. Hey, Val, they ain't even had these animals back then. My sigil would have been a pit bull. My sigil is a pit bull. What's cracking? I'm not Sir Jerome Jenkins. That's my name gonna be Sir Jerome Jackson. Hey, miss, he said my sigil would have been a pit bull. I ain't playing. You hear me? It better than the Onion now. Sir Davos done wild for that Onion now. I don't want to be the Onion Knight. Start rapping. She said, start rapping. Why do you say that? Rashard, what's the deal, man? What's the deal, man? Be James Leroy. There you go, Leroy. Something like that. Leroy, James Leroy Smith. There you. That's definitely a name, man. He was. Sir Davos was my gato. That Sir Davos was my dog. That was my dog. He was my dog. Now I ain't gonna know. He was loyal to the bone gristle. To the bone gristle, man. He was riding with Stannis, rain, sleet, or snow. He was riding with Stannis. Monsignor would be a hawk. Got you. Yeah, that'd have been dope. They had some cold sigil. That wolf, now I don't care. That wolf, that dire wolf sigil for House Stark, fire. And the dragon for House Targaryen. Even when Stan was on that religion, he was still riding with Stannis. Even Stannis was messing with the red woman. You know what I'm saying? The red woman was making little shadow babies and stuff. She was making little shadow creatures and all that. He still was riding with her. Red woman sacrificing folks. Like, yeah, he's still rolling. He's still rolling with Stannis. Stannis was his dog. Hey, Stannis was real matter of fact, though. He was real matter of fact. He stood on his... He was real matter of fact. That man says, Jaime Lannister, Sir Jaime, whatever he is, he's still a knight. He told him, he corrected him when reading it. Hey, call him sir. He's still a knight now. He may be a scoundrel now. As a college freshman, it's okay. Even if my pops... Hold on, y'all. One second. Is it as a college freshman okay to show interest in a D9 fraternity? Are you sure that's what you want to do? At your school, can you actually like pledge while you're a freshman? I know at mine we couldn't, but at some schools you can pledge in your second semester of your freshman year, because at that point you've already established a GPA for yourself after your first semester. And are you sure that's what you want to do? I would say don't express interest in anything until you are 100% sure that's what you want to do. Because the worst thing for you to do is express interest in something and you're not sure and you're on the fence. Because once you express interest in the organization, all the other fraternities will know you express interest in that organization. And they may give you a hard time about expressing interest in one organization and then going over to another one. So I would say make sure that's really what you want to do. Do your research, make sure that's an organization you really want to be a part of, and then express interest. If that, but they have interest meetings as well, though. They have interest meetings for these organizations that you can attend. I ain't saying you got to go up to them and, hey, my name is such and such, none of that. But you know you can go to the interest meeting. If only go to the interest meeting if you are sure that's what you want to do. Don't go to the interest meeting and thinking you could just pop in to anyone. That's the worst thing. I think people think that. When you go to an interest meeting, you should already have your mind made up. That's what you want to do. My war nickname would be Ike. Like Ike Turner. Hey, you said you giving everybody their issue. You feel me? That's what I feel you. Look. Game of Thrones, man. I'm telling you, you get into it, man. Hey, Val, I'm on Game of Thrones, boy. Game of Thrones, man. I gotta have 7 kids, man. Make sure my name keep living on. You can't have just one son or something on there. Your son, something may happen to your son. Y'all house over with. You gotta have. You gotta have about 7. You gotta have 7 kids and hope for at least 2, 3 boys. You gotta hope for it. I'm sure I've had the conversation with my pops. Okay, are you a freshman? Are you going to see a freshman year, or are you already? You're already a college student. Right, that's how it works, don't it? You end up with 9 girls. Man, you be in there. Dang, hey, and the dude that had 1 kid, his lineage live on forever. His one son had about 7 boys. All 7 of the boys had about 5 kids. He'd be like, what? Oh, you have 7 college because you did it at pro. Okay. Well, yeah, if you sold, bro, if you sure, 100% sure, I'll go for it. Go for it. I would go to the interest meeting. If they have an interest meeting, they announce an interest meeting, I would go. You 100% sure you told your mom and your dad? Go for it. Hey, the earlier you do it, the more you get a chance to enjoy it, man. You get a chance to enjoy it and be in it for a long time. Oh, well, yeah, man. Malcolm. Hey, then, man, do you or would you have your kids watch all the 90 cartoons, play 90 that you grew up watching? They just watch them play What's Out Now. So, my son don't really like cartoons like that. He like live action stuff. Like I'm lying. He like Encanto, stuff like that. He likes Gracie's Corner. Brashard, no problem, bro. No problem. He likes Gracie's Corner, but he like live action stuff more. I tried to show him like Doug and Cat Dog. Well, I tried to show him Cat Dog. I did try to show him Cat Dog stuff. He don't really like that though. Now my daughter, she don't like. She hasn't watched no cartoons that I used to watch, but she watches shows I used to watch. My daughter likes watching like Smart Guy. She was into watching hey man. She was into watching like the Steve Harvey show. Not the talk show. I'm talking about one with Bullethead and Romeo and Bullethead and them on there. She liked watching the Bernie Mac show. She liked watching That's So Raven. Stuff like that. My daughter would like watching she watched what's another show she used to watch over and over. She watched these over and over again. Sister. Stuff like that. So she got more into the not the cartoons, but like the sitcom little shows I used to watch from my childhood. You know what I mean? That's what she got into. That's So Raven. Yeah, when Raven was still cute. Yeah, you right. When she was real cute. That's So Raven. She liked watching I'm trying to think what else my daughter watched that I used to watch. So I tried to get her to watch some Disney movies, Disney Channel original movies, like Luck of the Irish, the Alley Cat Strike Back, the 13th Year, stuff like that. I had this thought that the kids they put out of class we grew up playing on there. That time wouldn't be so bad. Yeah. Yeah, man. I got all 100 episodes of Hey Arnold. But I don't think my daughter has watched those with me. I got that when I was in college, when she was a itty bitty baby. But I don't think she really got hooked on it like that though. Hey Arnold was one of my favorite cartoons. I love Hey Arnold. And I used to like, man, Static Shock was such a fire cartoon. My man Virgil had the locks in his head. Virgil was cold. Gotta saw him. He be watching Scared Straight. Scared Straight is crazy. Man, I seen this clip of Scared Straight from like way back in the day. They was ridiculous on that how they was talking to them kids on that. This Scared Straight was crazy. I remember showing cartoon with all the '90s Nick shows, even back all that. Yeah, all that was classic with Lori. What's old girl name from Lori Ann Denberg? Lori, what was her name? The one that played Lydia on Steve Harvey show. Um, yeah, all that was fire. Look, my cousin, he used to watch My Brother and Me. Did she get done in bad by some dude from Good Burger? Ren and Stimpy Nick, I don't know. Ren and Stimpy Nick Class, but everyone know it was MTV joint. Yeah, man. I gotta get back on. Hey y'all, I just watched Bad Boys, Ride or Die yesterday, man. What the hell is Carl Thomas? I don't know, man. Is Carl still in Aurora, Illinois, man? Oh, you talking about Dan Snyder? Yeah. Speaking of shows, are you familiar with 21 Jump Street? Yeah, I never watched it though, but I'm familiar with it. Definitely familiar with it, Mars. I laugh every time I see the Dante Spears name. My man's is Mecca from Power Book 2. Mecca, it was bogus how Monet Tejada did you like that, man. You was playing the love of her life. Love of my life. You are my friend. You was playing that, you kept on calling her Nene. And Nene gonna get you out the way. That's crazy. It's got you sent to the upper room, brother. The upper room. That's love, bro. I'm gonna accept you, bro. I'm gonna add you. Oh, I couldn't get into Power. I watched so far till they start dabbling in crack. I can't watch that. I hear you. enjoy seeing my art on there. All love, bro. All love, man. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out, Ramirez, for sure. You say you can't watch that crack, man. I hear you. You're upset when I said I'm gonna watch Everyday Negro YouTube channel Game of Thrones content. No, bro. I recommend you to watch that, man. Everyday Negroes, man. They hilarious. Cause like watch the show too, but watching it with them, they are hilarious. The way they have some of the same thoughts and ideologies I had, and if I was reacting to the show, I would probably be reacting in the same fashion as them, cracking jokes. You know what I'm saying? They using their colloquialisms. They from around the Memphis way. One of them from Memphis. I don't know where else in Tennessee the other guy's from. One of them from Memphis though, and he talked just like a Memphis dude. And I know this because I went to college with Memphis guys, and they always using words like "junt," his little junt, all that, man. So I recommend you watch them, man. I ain't gonna never say. I recommend you watch them boys, man. Them boys hilarious, and they work hard too. They push out content. Like they don't take weeks and weeks to push out content. They push it out, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I respect they grind 100% because them boys be working for real. Hold on. Man, Make Me Better, bro. I feel like Make Me Better was a better. Throw It in the Bag was a hit though. Bad Boys 4 was fire, bro. Fire. I wish I would have seen it. Nah, I didn't even watch it in the theater, bro. I watched it at the crib. I bought the movie. You know, you could buy it on Amazon Prime. You can buy the movie on Prime. And so I bought the movie on Prime and watched it. But the Reggie scene made me want to watch it in theaters. I wish I would have watched it because like that movie, but I wanted to watch it. Like that Reggie scene made me want to watch it when it first was released. Because there's nothing like probably seeing that scene in a theater full of people. When you see that scene and you in a theater full of people, I think that probably give it a different effect. Watching that with a whole bunch of people, I'm sure people was clapping. I heard people saying they was standing up and applauding in the movie theater when the Reggie scene happened. I heard people was like screaming and just like, yeah, that whole movie, man. The action scenes, I wonder I wish I could have been around to see how they shot some of them scenes. Not just the first person shooter scene, the scene when they in the helicopter. Like that is crazy to me. Like that scene was wild. Like that, they really outdone themselves, man. For Martin and Will to be older and still being able to have that comedic timing with each other, to still have that type of presence on screen, is dope. Martin was in there still in the show, bro. You know what I'm saying? For all of people talking about Martin having like health issues or whatever, he was quick with it on there. Like man, for them to be older and still making this series entertaining, still being able to captivate people, it speaks volumes to how well that they do well in Hollywood, man. Forgot who posted it. You saw a short of it? Man, I was watching Reggie did an interview on Comedy Hype. I just watched it today after watching the movie yesterday night. So yeah, man, that Reggie scene was crazy. That was fire, bro. That's dope. You got some people after the scene, after that scene, you got some people saying they want to see Will Smith's son Armando, well, Mike Lowry's son Armando, and Reggie in a spinoff. They want them to get their own movie together, type thing. So yeah, I enjoyed it, y'all. I really enjoyed it. I wish I would have saw it when everybody else saw it, so I could have engaged with y'all in the conversations. And I like seeing certain movies. Um, I like seeing certain movies in the theater. I like being around people. Watching a movie in the theaters is just unparalleled feeling. Like I like movie theater watching, but because the movie had been out for so long, and I was just like, man, I'm gonna just watch it at the crib. Wish they used Michael B. Jordan. But the dude Armando looked like he could be Will Smith's son if Will Smith had a son with Salma Hayek or something. If Will Smith had a son with Jennifer Lopez, one of them. If Will had a son with, let me name every Hispanic woman I know. If Will had a son with, I don't know, Nelly Furtado or something, I don't. He looked like Will though. He looked like Will mixed with a Hispanic dude to me though. You know what I'm saying? I really do. But that's how I feel. But I think he did a great job on screen. I think he delivered well in his action scenes. Yeah, Salma Hayek, man, what? She cold. Now y'all know I love black women, but Salma Hayek fire though. She cold. Stop. Reggie had to say he wants to play Kobe. I didn't. He looked like Kobe though. He kind of talked like him too. They just would have to. I mean, movies they would fix all of the. Because when I see him, he has like a gap in his teeth, but they will fix this Hollywood. They'll fix that up regardless. They made Trevante Rhodes have a gap in his teeth for the Mike Tyson role. He do look like Kobe though. Got that same slender face, same like you know what I mean. He do look like him. He got the same type of I feel like speech pattern, voice almost. Yeah, I think it could work. I think it could work. That's what I heard too. I'll never go check it. Yeah, he could pull it off, man. You follow his real IG page? Okay. No, so right now he did play Mike Tyson, but Trevante Rhodes played him later on, like recently. I never watched the movie. I would just see the clips of Trevante Rhodes like playing him, and he had like a gap in his tooth with the gold tooth in his mouth. Now that shout out to Michael J. White though. Shout out to Spawn. That's Michael J. White. Spawn. I didn't know Reggie was going for Tyson wrong. No, not Reggie. I ain't saying Reggie going for that role. What I was saying was that Kobe, if Reggie want to play Kobe, they're gonna do something to fix. I think Reggie got like a gap in his smile or something like that. But I said they got Hollywood will fix that, like they were able to have Trevante Rhodes have a gap in his teeth to play Mike Tyson. So yeah, nah, Reggie ain't playing Mike Tyson, bro. All right, Mars, I'm gonna holler at you, bro. Keep it easy. Block for me, black man. You know they trying to stretch us. Almost forgot what I was going. Almost forgot what I was going. Block for me, black man. No, they trying to stretch us. Shout out to that status symbol 3, man. That young Nipsey the Great. I will watch it, bro. I would. For sure. I would definitely watch it. I think he looked like him. He got a similar look to him. After his performance at Bad Boy 4, I think a lot of people looking forward to him doing other roles and stuff like that. Wonder who would play Bron. It gotta be Bryce or somebody. I don't think it gotta be Bryce. Bryce look just like Bron. Come here, Malcolm. Come here. We finna go to sleep because you up. Nah, Bronny would do it. Yeah, Bronny would. Oh, you said Bronny would do it? I don't know. Yeah, Bronny probably would want to do it. I'm sure. I just forgot what I was doing. Block for me, black man. No, they trying to stretch us. I keep replaying in my head. I'm sure you would do a Flex Alexander movie, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna be Flex, man. I'm gonna be Flex. You know? Now somebody gonna have to play Shanice. Shanice is a mixture of Kim Fields and Janet Jackson. Yeah, she is. Boy, I used to love Kim Fields and Kim Fields' regime, boy. We are living, hey, single. Stop. Stop.
Hey.
I wonder why Latifah wasn't part of any of their reunions. They had a living single reunion. I never knew. I never knew they had one. Like back in 2013, yeah, I don't know what Latifah was on, man. Come on, man. Khadijah gotta be there. Khadijah. My mama used to love and living single. She used to love living single. But yeah, man, I'm finna get off this thing, man. I appreciate y'all coming on here with me tonight, man, rocking out with me. I'll be back on here tomorrow, man. I'm gone.